an informal introduction to BioTrack Balance. I'm using my son Ben as a test person here. You'll notice this is plugged into a battery pack. This is the new T10 chip. And what you're going to see on the screen today is the new UI. We're going to review this very quickly. And again, a more formal video will follow. Thank you very much. To start, we're going to get Ben just to move side to side, and you're going to notice the pressure dot move side to side and then heel to toe. And I've got this configured in a different way, so I'm going to show you something here that's interesting. So you go to the settings, okay, and I'm going to flip the phone sideways. Now keep in mind, I'm doing this by myself. We'll do a more formal video soon. You can go to USB or Wi-Fi, where we're connected via Wi-Fi. Now I can go to the orientation, and I can flip that to 0, for example, and now you're going to save that, and now you're going to see Ben side to side. If I hit the square here, I can auto center it. I can increase the hue to darker or lighter. I can, when I want to, this little squiggle here means that the trail of the COP pressure when you save it will not follow, or in this case I want it to follow. This is the alarm feature. So when I turn the alarm on, if Ben goes outside of the box, an alarm will go on. I just got to turn the mic on, and I can delete the lines on the screen. To note is that you have a patient section, so you can open the patient. So in this case, I'm going to go to Terry H as my test site, and now you can see in the top it's Terry H. Patients. Underneath patients is assessments. Assessments where you just basically do that. You assess the person. Now I've got this configured so that it's toes down. If Ben turned around, you could have it toes up, or you can just set around, go back, and you can go to settings, and I can orientate this so it's a 270 degrees if I want, for example. Take a look, and you can see it's configured differently. If I want to go to 180 degrees, I'll show you that as well, and I go to 180. And it's very easy to change the configuration. This is primarily for use if we want to put it into a treadmill. Now you can notice now, Ben, push all on your toes. There you go. It's configured so that it's toes up or toes down. And again, I hit guided portion. We've got the 4 tests. We've got the CTSIB test, test 1, eyes open, arms crossed. Test 2, eyes closed. Test 3, you can use the perturbed surface, eyes open. Test 4, you can use the perturbed surface, eyes closed. And you would merely hit finish, and you can save all that data. And if you hit finish, all the data will populate. Go back to the guided portion if you want to have some physical training in there as well. You have, in this case, we're using the swing balance bar with your left arm, right arm, and then a very tough core exercise drill. Training mode, this is a little bit, this is interesting because in the training mode, this is where you're primarily going to go to use for sports, and I've got it configured so it's toes up. You can set the timer here to whatever that you want, 5 seconds, 10, 15, 20, 25, or 30, and I'm just going to leave it at 5 seconds. And the reason you want to set it for that is you may want to do some multiple swings yourself, or if you're tennis or whatever it is, but it can be used just basically for training. You can use it in treadmill training. You can use that's where we use it. And you'll notice the larger numbers, heel to toe, and also side to side. So I'm going to set it for 5 seconds. Benny, I've got you can use an external camera. I'm just using the web camera here. You can see me in the background. And I'm going to get Benny to take a golf swing. So Benny, set up for a golf swing. Okay, and when you're ready, go ahead and take it. I'm going to hit stop. Now I can replay this. I can grab the scrubber bar, and you can see, I can see the full length of the trail of the tail, the COP tail. And if I want to save that data, I merely save that session. Now, if you want to go to sessions, and you want to replay that, you go to sessions, and you save the data. When you have the patient set up, so you noticed I had Terry H when Ben took a swing. If I go to sessions, I scroll down to whatever date it is that I took the swing on, or whatever my test was. And I pull it up, and as you can see, I've got Ben on there, and then I grab the scrubber bar, and now you can see all that information, including the trace. This is a huge step forward because we've never been able to save the session with the patient, and you can see all the forces. Now, the forces underneath the COP chart are the vertical forces. That's on the left-hand side. If you click the medium button, now you're looking at the distance. This is the time that he stayed on his left side to right side, and how much time he spent on his heel to toe. If I go to the arrow pointing up and down, the third circle, now I'm changing the center of pressure trace information into its two components, lateral and heel to toe, and I can make the screen bigger or smaller so you've got scale on it. And this breaks the CLP into its two basic components, lateral and heel to toe. I'm in the game side here, and Ben's using the wireless mat. Again, we'll do a more formal presentation, but just so that you've got something to have right away. He's moving side to side, medial laterally, and our heel to toe, and we have 3 games: the Avoid, Collect, and the Asteroid. The Avoid, again, this game is to show you how to move left and right. Same with the Collect. And then the Asteroids, you would push into your toes. Now, in the games, now Ben, we're going to go to a game. You can change the paddle size and the speed of the ball by going to the settings, go to Obstacle. You can change the color of the obstacle to whatever that you want. So we'll change it to that color. We'll change it to obstacle count. If you want more or less obstacles, that's fine. Adam Kaplik and his team are going to do a complete, you can change the size of the obstacle, save it. And as you can see, we've changed that. Now look at the balls, they've changed colors. Go ahead. And again, this game is just a brief presentation to show you how we're starting to use gamification. So in this case, now we're going to go to the last portion, which is I'm going to go to the patient whose permission I have to show data. And I'm going to go to progress. I've pulled up. Now you can see the reports. This is going to show the condition 1, the dates, condition, all the various conditions. Now it's going to be interesting as we go down here, Ben. You're going to start seeing reports, the charts. Now this is the total distance of the sway over a period of time. And this fellow had been concussed. This was his maximum distance and sway over time. His percentages of left to right, and his percentages of his toe to heel ratio. You can see how the lines got better as he was healing. Now once I hit print, up will populate the chart that we want to print. And I don't want to, you can save it anywhere I want. It's going to show you a copy of the reports that it's going to generate. And basically this is a very quick overview of the information that you're going to see. Terry Hashimoto, out.